For me, COVID showed that without socializing, people do not mature.
I was just like getting into middle school, getting settled into being our whole world just like ends back home.
I moved here when COVID happened, so I was a new kid 3 years in a row at the same school. That young and COVID and 3 new years is crazy, and that was hard for me.
It was like a fever dream. Like it was just something I definitely never want to experience again.
I just like completely disconnected from everything. Like I lost all motivation to do anything. Like it's still affecting me now. Before COVID hit, I was really good about getting my grades in and doing my homework, and like when COVID hit, I didn't do anything. I just stayed in bed all day.
Both my parents were essential workers, so they were always gone, and me and my brother kind of just had to like figure out how to do school by ourselves.
Really didn't have any friends except for my brother and my sister, and
all we had was FaceTime and texting and Snapchat. And
I understood how easy it can be to forget someone's name when you don't make noise.
I had been a biology teacher for the last 17 years. Developmentally, middle school is a huge shift in hormones, the way that students socialize, and neural connections, and it was kind of like that was snatched from them.
I had like missed out on middle school, and I was just jumping right back like into high school with masks. I just like, it definitely hurt my ability to be able to talk to people in person.
When we isolated them during COVID, I think that psychologically stunted them. I think it developmentally stunted them. In a way, they had to grow up fast, but mentally, they weren't ready for it.
Here, everyone kind of knows everyone.
I think that we try our best to kind of rep our community.
But sometimes you do feel the divide, which is hard sometimes.
Oh, there's definitely opposing students. But I would say that they probably only make up 10 to 15% of the population. I would say, though, that that number would be flipped for teachers. 10 to 15% of teachers have bought in to, oh, yes, this does make a difference, whereas a majority of them are like, nope, hands off. Like, this kind of stuff doesn't have room in my classroom.
Even though there's going to be some haters who are like, oh, this program is stupid, it doesn't do anything, you only talk about your feelings, like, just leave them. Like, if they're not going to get on the trains leaving the station without them.
Yeah, I'm Skylar Smart. I'm a 103 from Peru. Last year, because there was talk of budget cuts, through this class we were able to present to the school board and to show them why we care so much about this program and why we want it to stay around. And so we had to use our skills that we learned from these classes to present and to explain our reasons. Yeah, we fought for what we wanted and we got it. We succeeded. The school board let us keep the classes, thank God. Yeah, we're laying the groundwork for the next year's students. Because we were the first 103 class, there was no guidelines for what we could or could not do, so we just decided that we wanted to do a podcast. So next year, the 102s that will move up, they will already have the podcast laid out. We'll hand over the reins to them and they can take it from there.
It's called the FISH perspective. FISH stands for Forging Inspiration, Strength, and Hope.
It means so much to us just because it's students empowering other students, showing other students that you can be the change and you can lead.
To know that people their age, maybe younger or older, have the same life situations they're going through.
Realizing that you're not alone in something and that somebody else has experienced something similar, that's huge. that feeds the soul. It helps you to see that you're not alone in the world. And I think COVID really said, you're alone in the world.
Especially following COVID, where everybody was isolated from each other. I think it's more important now than it ever has to create that connection with each other, and we wanted everybody to be involved, not just Peru students, but we wanted to branch out. That was the whole goal, to get other students here from other schools.
So today, Peru Central School invited the Ticonderoga leadership students to come over.
And we have them here to kind of be special guests on our podcast. You can't understand anything over text, and I just don't think people get that nowadays.
You don't want to get called a baby for doing something when you just need help. And I think this could help people find help.
They crave this interaction, and they crave being able to be with a variety of different people to see how similar and how different they are from others, and then they form their identity.
My name is Gracie Carr. You get to communicate with other teenagers without phones or anything.
I used to be a rambunctious kid, not doing my work and that kind of stuff. And my teacher recommended me for this program without me knowing. There was this mindset that, if I do good, I can keep on doing this. And it was such an experience, and my grades started going up, and I was much happier in school, and I could see my happiness spreading to other people, and I think it's greatly impacted our school for the better. And I'm very excited. I want to do anything I can to help this program because it's done so much for me and everyone else.
I feel like Braves has made me more confident in being able to put myself out there to be able to help people in the way that I want to, instead of just sitting on the sidelines, bystander effect with it.
It could change the way you think about things. You're going through something, someone could be going through something way worse. Could be mindful about that.
If everyone is connected, you really gain a new sense of family, and I think that's really important.
Natural communication like that just doesn't exist as much as it did when our parents were younger. So I feel like these circles are just so crucial for any school to have, to build natural conversation for students when they go out into the real world.
I'm a really anxious person just by nature, and I've really become more knowledgeable about I'm not in control of everything, and that kind of attitude towards school helps because I don't focus necessarily on getting a 100 every time, but more on the process.
I don't know how to sound not generic, but it's what I truly believe. The ideas of Sweethearts and Heroes and starting Circle, but starting Braves level, starting young in elementary school, starting when they're little kids, and showing them how to fight bullying and how to stand up for yourself without having to go to a teacher first, and just to be able to do things on your own as a kid, and then as you grow up, those ideas will remain.
If it can change this many more people, I would love that, and it would just make the school, I love the school, but it would make it even better, make everything better.